I am 92 years old, and I have lived long enough to see how quiet life slips away. People I feared, and even the version of myself that once cared too much about approval. Standing this close to the end gives you a strange clarity. You stop lying to yourself. And that is why I need to say this plainly. Most people are not running out of time because they are careless. They are running out of time because they believe they have plenty of it. You wake up every day assuming tomorrow is promised, assuming your body will cooperate, assuming the people you love will still be there. That assumption is the most dangerous comfort you carry. Let me tell you about a man named Peter. We worked together decades ago. He was sharp, ambitious, always 5 steps ahead. Peter had a sentence he repeated like a prayer: just a few more years, a few more years of grinding, a few more years of sacrifice. Then he would slow down, then he would travel, then he would enjoy his life. He treated his present like a waiting room for a better future. One morning, Peter didn't come to work. By the afternoon, we learned he had collapsed from a brain aneurysm. No warning, no goodbye. At his funeral, people cried. At the office, his desk was cleared. Within weeks, his position was filled. The world did not pause for Peter. The tragedy wasn't that he died. The tragedy was that he spent his entire life waiting to live. And if you're honest, you are doing the same thing. You keep telling yourself you'll relax when things settle down, a few more. You'll fix your relationships when you're less busy. You'll start living once you feel secure. But there is no later. Later is a story fear tells you to keep you obedient and exhausted. I believe that story too. I chased money, status, and comfort, thinking they would buy me peace. I filled my life with things I thought mattered. Now I live in a small room with a bed, a chair, and a photograph of the woman I loved. And I can tell you with absolute certainty that almost everything you are breaking yourself for right now will eventually become someone else's burden. When you die, strangers will decide what your life was worth. Most of your possessions will be thrown away. A few will be sold cheaply. None of them will matter to you anymore. I remember the night I thought I had finally won. A big event, applause, my name engraved on something shiny. I came home full of pride. My family was asleep. I sat alone staring at that award and realized the applause had already ended. The people who clapped didn't love me. They valued what I could provide. The people who loved me were upstairs, writers, and I had been absent from them for months to earn that moment. That regret stays with you. It does not fade. Your career is not your legacy. It is a transaction. You are hours of your only life. If you disappear tomorrow, your job will be posted before your obituary. Your work will not hold your hand when your strength leaves. What remains at the end are only 3 things: the love you gave, the time you were present, and the connections you protected. I don't replay my achievements anymore. I replay quiet mornings. A few more. Shared laughter, moments where I chose people over pride. That is the only wealth that survives. So here is what you still have time to do. Stop worshiping other people's opinions. You are not being watched the way you think you are. Your fear of looking foolish has stolen more from you than failure ever could. Start living like this might be the last time, because one day it will be. The last hug, the last conversation, the last ordinary moment you didn't realize was precious. If you remembered that, you would slow down, you would pay attention, you would stop numbing yourself. And finally, wake up. You have health, energy, and choices, and you are spending them distracted, scrolling, waiting. Stop postponing your life. Go outside. Say what you've been avoiding. Forgive what you're carrying. Not because others deserve it, but because your time is too limited for poison. We are all going to die. That is not the tragedy. The tragedy is reaching the end and realizing you were too afraid to live while you had the chance. Don't wait for the right moment. Don't save life for later. Later does not exist. I am tired now. The rest is up to you. Go live.